All right, everybody, welcome to the Trackmania Elite Cup on Hungary. This is the final Elite Cup, as the title suggests. There's not misinformation. This is the final one for these players, at least in this regard, to get their points up and qualify to the ENC and EWC. Of course, there are more qualifications to come, but very exciting stuff here. We have some real grinders in the Australian scene as well who are vying for a qualification spot in Div 1. So we'll be looking ahead to see how they will be doing very shortly. But
Yeah,
how are you feeling, Archie, about this
I
one?
am I am feeling really good. I'm feeling really excited to see what the not only the Australian representatives can cook today, or tonight, but also how the rest of the matches pan out. I mean, there's so many different storylines across tonight's match that really captivate and really make what we're about to watch here so unbelievably exciting. So obviously, I mean, yeah, as you just said as well, we have the Australian representatives. I believe Fedel we know is playing. Fedel I have
Yep,
very high hopes for in
me
this
too.
tournament. Qualifying would
Me
be
too.
great for him, but I think he can go really far in this tournament. I don't know if Cobra's playing. Tone's saying he is, so if Cobra's playing, that'll be
He
something to
is,
watch
yeah.
as well.
He is.
I don't know if Link's playing. I think we should be probably expecting Baywak and J-Swag to make an appearance. Hopefully we see them because we haven't really gotten to watch we haven't casted them on TMFAST before, I believe. So that'll be really
No,
cool
we
to see
haven't.
if they turn up. But yeah, so the pace will be interesting, and obviously, I mean, there's the battle between the two Germans, the Grenadi and Massa. It all comes down to the line. Can Massa clutch it out with a win here? He would secure that EWC spot, or will Grenadi be the one to move forward? There's just so many different possible things that could happen here tonight,
Yeah.
and I just cannot wait to get into it.
Me neither. Yeah, there's a lot of storylines riding on this one for sure. So you mentioned the Germans. There's a lot of other Europeans as well. Frenchie's Binks mostly has that one locked away, as we mentioned last week. I think the maybe the British still
The
competing,
British race is
but
quite interesting.
yeah. Do you know about it?
I believe it's still a four-way possibility from what I was told between Pack, Josh, and hold on, I'm just trying to find a thing for it if I can. I don't believe it's on TMIO. No.
Oops. Alrighty. Let us get into the qualifier match. I believe Massa is safe in the top 8, so I think he's chilling.
He's third
Uh
right now. Yeah.
yeah. Or he's yeah, he's third. Well, I guess he's
I
I guess
believe
he's almost
it's
second because I'm not sure if Grenadi's points count if he's already qualified. I'm not sure.
yeah. It's also top 16. Oh no, it is top 8. Yeah.
Yeah. Um
Yeah. So for in terms of the British thing, it is Pack in first place for the United Kingdom right now, in 11th place overall with 1268. Next is Epos with 900, so within striking distance. Wizzy with 844 and Josh with 832.
ooh.
So the man to beat at the moment for them is Kokau, who is in 8th position in points ranking with 956. So all three of those British players can definitely can definitely vie for a spot in the EWC bracket. Pack,
Yep.
I do believe, unless it's a major upset, unless it is Epos, Wizzy, or Josh winning, he should be expected to qualify for ENC, for the Esports Nations Cup. But definitely not out of the question for how good I mean, obviously, Epos, we know how damn good he is. If you ever watched an XP Evo in your life, you'll know how good this man is. Wizzy has been a very phenomenal player. I do expect to see a big performance from him today. And I mean, Josh, the full speed prodigy, the 18-year-old, who has absolutely taken the Trackmania world by storm in recent times. We saw how
Is he
good he
only
was in the mixed
18?
games.
Wow.
He is only 18, so the future is bright for that British player. But we saw yesterday or not yesterday, sorry, last week, how well he was. I believe it was a top 5, top 4 finish for Josh. So definitely someone to watch out for. Again, if he wants to try and repeat that, it would, I believe, be a good enough performance to snipe it away from Pack if he was able to secure 4th. So we'll have to wait and see how that's going to look. So expect a big battle between the British players. The Australian players, there is still, I don't know how possible it is for an Australian player. It is currently Link Max in 66th position,
Oh
so just
god.
outside of the top 64, who has 114 points.
There we go.
So a long way to climb.
Yes, and I will now
Or
spectate him because I'm in the same lobby as well.
bang! So
I
he's playing
know
fantastic.
he is indeed, and he's been putting in a lot of work with Fettel. They've been in communication a lot, in VC, in rooms, making practice maps and all of that, trying to get him. I talk with them quite a lot in the past couple of days about this cup. One thing there, just in the map, is keeping third gear through that drift. If you can keep it, it's very, very important to do so. It gives you a lot of speed into that ending as Link finds another PB. You can see the qualifiers at the moment. It's Wizzy in first, but yeah, they talked about around a point 59.9, I think, or 0.8 qualifying time, but at the moment the top 10 is only it's a 0.6 already, so
Yeah,
actually
I think
looking like pretty good times at the moment.
yeah, this might be. I don't expect it to be another Australia situation where the projected time to be like the number one thing that everyone was talking about in terms of that would be the cutoff. We were about 0.4, 0.5 even off of the expected time.
Yeah.
But that's also because of how tumultuous the map is, how volatile Australia was, how many crash points there are. This map just does not have that many in terms of pain points. There are still definitely a lot of spots you can crash in this map when cooking, especially in a time attack format, but this map isn't as punishing that you just won't get a run in 15 minutes that you have to save. So it is still going to be very interesting to see. Link actually currently in the top 10 with that 0.5. So he is looking phenomenal to start us off here. And it is technically possible that Link can still qualify for the EWC, but he would have to get first. And that's not all. Everything else would have to go right. And pretty much the next top 16, top 15 players that he would have to beat in that top 16 would need to be people that have already qualified and not Kokao.
Yeah.
So that is pretty much the points thing here. So at the moment, as it stands, 952 is the sorry, yes, it is. Where is it? It is 956. 956 points is the points total that you would have to beat. I'll try and keep that updated with my. I've got that on the screen, so I'll try and keep that updated throughout the match. But it'll be a little tough. But at the same time, so Link with a possibility of getting to EWC, it would take an absolute miracle. But he is, he is definitely a kind of player that could do it. He could pull it off. He's a phenomenal driver, one of Australia's best at the moment. And so super excited to see how well he can do. I think he was a bit disappointed in the performance that he had in Australia. So we'll have to wait and see if he can redeem himself in his own eyes for today.
100%. It's going to be really fun to see how this ends up going, and slipping a bit out of that top 10 spot now, but still looking solid for the moment. Maybe we'll talk about the map a little bit now in the well, when he resets a run, maybe we'll go from the start. We could go watch the world record. We did see it earlier. I'll yap now, since this seems like a pretty good run for him. That was a bit sketchy. Gets the gear there. You want a low landing to keep lots of speed through here, and as I mentioned before, this drift around, risking a bit, does keep third gear there, which is huge. You can see how much that gains. Already up a 10th, because he lost it on his PB, but crashes that jump. And those two jumps in the ending, Nadeo have made it easier than the campaign version to nail at least the last jump. I do believe that the first one is really not changed that much. If it is, it's a pretty minuscule change. It doesn't make much of a difference compared to the official campaign version, compared to the esports version. But the last jump has actually been made a little bit easier. But despite that, it's still nothing to scoff at. I'm sure you all saw me absolutely trolling those last two jumps over and over again. And those are probably the points to look out for the most in this map. Really, this drift keeping the third gear, and yeah, really just that. This whole ending is so important. You can see it's very easy to overjump, and you're completely thrown off. You can easily fall off. The map has no regard for human life, as a great commentator once said.
Mike Breen, I do believe.
I think it was. But yeah, it's a truly chaotic ending, and I think that's really going to be where the map is lost and won the most. Playing this, I have put a bit of time into Hungary today just to kind of get a feel of how these players, what these players are driving, I should say. And yeah, it's messed up. That ending has really made me upset today.
Yeah,
it has
it's
ruined
tough.
some runs, and I don't believe. Not sure if Nova's playing. It's a good question.
No, he is not. He could not make it tonight.
All right.
He's got a in-person event, so good luck to Nova for that if he's able to listen.
Yeah.
My guy, I know he's going to do great. Where he is, I'll link with the clip again. Link is not the only OC. We have Fettel, we have Cobra, and a question mark on Baywak and J-Swag.
See if I can get into another lobby before the qualifiers end. Link the only OC? No, we have Fettel and we also have Careless Cobra. Same lobby. God damn it.
Trying to find...
Only Div 1? Well,
update?
It is not.
No. Fettel should guarantee Div 1. Not guarantee, but...
I think he has a good shot. He has a very good shot. In a lobby here with some big names. Neon, Feed, Massa, Skundia, New Prime, Birdie. All vying for Div 1.
Kind of crazy. You can drive a sub 1 minute and be 6th in that lobby.
Yep. At the moment, the cutoff time is... Let me refresh to be accurate. Cutoff time... Give me 1 moment. Is a 59.996. So right on that minute mark, basically, is the current cutoff, as we have... who is C-Macca?
C-Macca. Shout out C-Mac.
With the interesting tag. I guess... How long do I have left? Oh, 7 seconds.
Ooh.
Let's get in here before I absolutely troll myself and don't get to watch anybody for the remainder of the qualifier. And we are in here with Vettel. Yes. Bang.
And Cobra.
Okay,
fantastic.
and
so he's only got a 1 minute 02.
Okay, so he's right on that cutoff at the moment. Yeah. Vettel, let me know if you're watching the stream, because I will jump off you if you don't want to be watched. Doesn't look like it. I'm pretty sure Vettel is very locked in. Right now, he is sitting at the 84th spot with 5 minutes to go. He 100% has the pace. His PB is a 59.4.
Yeah, he nearly PB'd by 0.3 today.
By 0.3?
On call. Yes, he
Seriously?
Yeah, that was unfortunately someone leaving and rejoining in the VC that threw it for him.
That wasn't you, right?
No, that was not me. But just unfortunate that was the case there. But he is on what looks like a very good run right now. So yeah, as Might have said, so I think the 3 main points to watch out for on this map are that grass turn that people seem to struggle with. This turn right here, keeping that third gear, as Might have said. And then the last 2 ending jumps here, the identity of Hungary, and it's another clip for Fettel.
Yeah.
It's not looking too good right now. Still 5 minutes to go in the rest of this quality, so Fettel still got a lot of time. A very, very good driver, very phenomenal. His pace is absolutely otherworldly on this map. I believe he's around top 20 in the world rankings.
Yeah, he is.
So he knows what he's doing. He knows how to drive.
I was watching him a little bit earlier as well.
Yeah, like I was watching him earlier in rounds and stuff as well. He was cooking against Spammy, against against Sammy, against really good players who are competing today as well. So he was holding his own phenomenally against them. And right now, still 0.3 up, so the pace is very clear. He just needs to get this identity right.
Yeah.
Keeping that third gear as well, up to 0.4 now. So this is looking like a 59.8, getting that jump so clean.
Too high.
Jumps too high, has to go too wide. Fedor
Yeah.
is just not able.
And
But Spark
Marzi's
is
in
also
here as
another
well.
person. Marzi's in here as well. But Spark also not having so far gotten that run that he needs to qualify. Nova is in the chat. How you doing, Nova?
How's it going, mate? Hope you're doing well. The current cutoff might take a look at the Twitch
Yeah, can
stream.
you
It
just type me
looks
that?
like it's a
Oh, it's a Twitch stream. Okay.
59.9. 59925. I can send you the qualifier thing as well if you want to take a look. You do have to keep refreshing it, which is kind of annoying, but
Yeah, that's fine. I can do
got
that
to
a
do
lot
what you got to
easier.
do. Maybe you can give the updates. I'll keep the game sound
Yeah.
on. Should be asleep, but fuck it, we watching. You get it, man. You get it. Oof.
That's my boy.
Another mistake there, Fettel. Clock is winding down a little bit for him. 100% has the pace. He's 0.3, 0.4 up every single run here on his PB. Just needs to get one clean run through in the ending, and he will be in.
Yeah, Link is 26 right now, so he does not have to worry about getting another run. He is locked in for the moment.
Mid-point 8, yeah. Which was about the expected range. Link and Fettel theorized it to be about a 0.8 or a 0.9, so
yeah,
makes sense. Touches the outside too. And getting a little dicey for him. This map is long, of course. If you fail at the end, that's a whole minute basically wasted to not get a run through, which does hurt. It does build up, so he needs to lock in pretty soon, but finds another crash there. Let's take a look at what Cobra's doing. Cobra, his aim was to qualify Div 2, and with a 101 flap, that should be pretty doable. Marzi and Cobra actually both with pretty much the same time.
Actually, yeah, they're neck and neck in the leaderboards, 109, 110.
Which is easily in Div 1. Div 2, sorry. Let's go take a look at what Fettel's doing. He's going for another run here.
I really hope for Fettel that he does get in, because Fettel definitely has been putting in so much time, so many hours, and like he definitely deserves to be in Div 1. He has incredible pace. It's just a matter of securing that run, and this is pretty much now, this is last run territory. It's do or die, and he's failing to start. The nerves are getting to him quite a lot now. So is he going to be in Div 2 alongside Marzi and Cobra, or is he going to reach the promised land alongside Link?
Thank you, Nova, by the way. I worked pretty hard on that one.
Yep. It's about my actual PB, so...
But then I see you. I see you, man. Right, he's got a good start here, and as you mentioned, this is the final run. If he makes a mistake here, he's out, and oh my god, I thought he touched the outside, but he managed to stabilize. It's all on this run here for Fettel. It's 43 seconds, and he has to release a bit there. That'll lose some time, but he's still ahead for now, I think. Yep, 0.17. Gets around here, needs to be safe, and just gets there. 0.2 now. Can Fettel do it? It's all resting on these last jumps. Has to release, and he falls off.
Oh.
No, Fettel. That hurts so much to watch, and Fettel just doesn't get Div 1. So painful for my goat. I know how hard he's worked for this, and that really does make me sad to see, because he has put in countless hours. In the end, his time was a 1 minute 0.2. And as I was saying before, he was up 0.4 pretty much every single run, which would have been
we saw him
Div
up
1.
0.4, 0.5 a million times. That he was one good jump away.
Yeah.
Pardon me for forgetting that.
The
so
cutoff
the
was a 59.86 as well. So if he got one of those through, he would have been through.
Yeah,
that hurts a lot.
So the final qualifier times is Neon with the winning time of a 59.3. And so in terms of the British race that we mentioned earlier, Epos came in with 7th place with a 59.428, tied with Pack in 8th place with also a 428, obviously. Wizzy in 19th with a 534. Linkmax is in 28th here with a 572, one spot ahead of Josh with a 587. Marsa clocked in at 31, but we know that's not true because we saw him reach the top 10 with the last couple of seconds left. So great job of there. And we get to watch the battle between Link Max TM and Link TM.
Ooh, really?
Yes.
That's exciting.
So we'll see who the better link is. Sammy did also just barely
Oh,
qualify,
oh,
and
Archie,
I,
yes,
it's
yes,
working.
yes, it's
Thank
working,
God.
it's
Oh
working,
my God.
it's working.
Finally,
Chat,
bro.
chat, we are
Finally.
so back. We are so back.
Oh
I
my goodness.
I'm still feeling pretty upset, to be honest, about Fettel. That actually really hurt to see.
Yeah.
But I am glad that at least the join link actually worked, and we are here to watch Div 1.
And wow, so a big upset actually.
Yeah.
Bimmy will land in 65th.
Nah, no way, really?
Bimmy got sniped by Propanoia, who was 64th.
That is an unexpected. Well, maybe not unexpected, but that changes things a lot because as you mentioned earlier, right? Um, Bimmy was fighting with somebody with Nitek, right? Yeah.
It would have been Nitek, yeah.
For the ENC spot.
Who did
Uh,
make it? Nitek was 41st.
okay. So that
But also, not just Bimmy. Lauritz did not make it. Neil did not make it. Demotivated did not make it. Huso didn't make it. Speed Self didn't make it. Auris didn't make it. But Onyo did not make it either.
really
So
okay.
Onyo, who was we saw Golden Nugget, didn't make it either. Alpha Dream didn't make it. A lot of the big names did not make it into this race. So the top 64 looking very different. Razi did make it. It's a little bit too far. I scrolled up there. But yeah, so looking at the list as well, we have a lot of great players. A lot of French players too, actually, which should be no surprise. But it's the two Polish drivers of Neon and Mime taking out first and second in the qualifiers here. And here we go into the no KO rounds.
Let's watch Link.
Yeah, the focus will be on Link, the Australian driver.
And of course, yeah. Oh, I should have taken that time to reset my open planet so I could get the too many players plugin up, but we will probably be watching Link for the majority of this because, you know, he is an Australian, and we'll probably once Link either hopefully he doesn't go out, hopefully he wins, you know, but if he does go
Yes,
out,
that's the expectation.
we will switch to other players, and oh my god,
Yeah.
that was violent. That was a violent crash. Yeah, but as to not be too annoying and constantly pull up this menu while the cars are racing, I'll try to do that sparingly and just keep Link in the focus. But first
Yep.
round, a go here in this Div 1, the final Elite Cup on Hungary. The warm-up round completed. I'm sure the Indian esports fans are in the Trackmania official stream as well, ready to cheer on their godlike players.
Yep.
Interesting to see what will happen with those guys as well. But here we go, Archie.
Yeah, into the first round of the final Elite Cup of the year, I do believe, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
So a huge momentous occasion. It's been 10 Elite Cups over the first half of this year, and it's all culminated to this. Who is going to take out the top 8 spots in the Elite Cup race for the EWC qualifications? And it is a lot of people's games right now, and we'll have to wait and see. But Link Max also trying to put on for his country, trying to show that after the upset that he had in Australia, going out so early when he had such amazing pace, is this going to be a bit more of a redemption for him here? But it's actually going to be Snowwolf, who is 62nd right now. So a bit of a risk heading into the final section of this map.
Yeah, Jan battling with Snow at the moment. Let's see what happens in the end. Jan gets the lower gear, which means he's going to have less speed into this and clips as well. Spammy also actually falling a bit back. Has low speed. Is Jan going to have enough speed to overtake the Dutchie here? No, he doesn't. Justin, a bunch of people fail the finish. Actually, it's going to be Pika in the end who is eliminated. That finish so tumultuous yet again. It claims more lives. I might have to try a follow all camera in this finish because it's a lot more
give that a look.
compact than the Australia
Yeah.
ending, so I feel like it would work a bit better than that. Might have to try
Yeah, maybe.
do some artistic you know, exploration. But into the next round, we
Just
go.
drove a 0.7 on my laptop. Fair enough, Nova. But yeah, into the next section. So yeah, Spam nearly going out. That would have been incredible. But Mimo Jr. going out very early is very, very unexpected, I think, so far. But obviously, it has to be two people. Two people have to go out. Rotrix and Neon finding themselves at the back. Neon, though, not too much for long. It's only going to be Rotrix who is far behind. No Fake as well, actually looking like in a bit of a danger spot for now, but it should still be fine. Still relatively within the pack. I was going to say within the peloton, but that's the wrong kind of sport. That was Glass. That was Melio. Melio overclipped into the side of the wall. That's a huge mistake from the French driver, who was looking to be one of the drivers to do really well. He qualified quite decently into the final drift now into the identity once again. But Link is also not looking good right now.
No, he's not. Into this final jump we go. Will there be any crashes here? Lingo going safe. Link does get in. He does, and a whole bunch of people fall in. Jeez, that was is in. What is going on? And it's actually, I gotta implement it. This has to be a follow-all camera. There's too much happening in this ending, and yeah, Link was looking a little dicey there, but he's not even in these bottom 4 yellow spots, and actually gets into the end just fine. And wait, who qualified and didn't join? Wait, what?
Yeah, someone qualified and didn't join.
Yeah, there's uneven numbers.
I can see if I can check that.
Interesting. Very interesting and unexpected. But nonetheless, we are into the next round regardless, and there is a huge respawn at the start. Oh, Leicester. That is not what you like to see. You want to see competitive rounds, which probably will still be provided here by Rotrex, although I saw a mistake. It was Propanoia again, battling with the young talent Moller from Sweden, who we commentated a bit on Australia, and Propanoia is in the hole, in the mud, completely gone. And Moller. We actually see Link as well in the back, Archie.
Ooh. Yeah, not looking good so far. Sammy, Link, Flimsy, and Moller in the 56 to 50 ranges here. So Sammy dropping a bit of speed. It shouldn't matter unless one of these guys makes a mistake. It won't be Link. Link has that end looking really, really good. Thank you as well to Nick for the raid as well. Shout out to Simply Nick, of course, with the raid of 6 people. Hope you had a great stream playing some Forza, I do believe. So I hope you're having a good time with that, my friend. But yeah, Yarn and Azion going out is a big upset for Yarn, and Link, the Australia representative, saying no in the chat. A friend of his, you would assume, from the TMF days.
Yeah, Yarn failed the jump there at the end, and
yeah,
well, it wasn't just him. It was a whole bunch of people.
No, yeah, I think we're gonna see. I think we will probably see fails on that identity more rounds than not. Out of the 39 rounds, expect to see 100%. That. You know.
I mean, there have been some. Whoa, Josh is gone. Josh is might be completely out here. I do say that, but last time we saw Propanoia literally fully crash into a hole and still make it in. He's still alive, by the way.
Yeah.
But it's Moller who's up, who's down the back here battling with the others. Yet again, Leicester made a mistake there. Will fall back as well as Nitek, who is down in 56th place, and Rotrex also makes a mistake, overtaken by Nitek. It is now the Frenchie who is in the danger zone, in the drop zone. Here, Rotrex into the final jumps.
Yeah, into the final jumps. Rotrex looking strong for now. Still catching back up. Link actually, I think, had a bit of a slowdown as well. Might even be a slowdown. It might be Link who has to try and catch back up. He's between him and Snowwolf right now. Is Link going to be able to cut again? Snowwolf has more speed, but Link will still survive with Melio over DNF, and No Fake will go out as well. We saw him having a bit of a crash 2 rounds ago. Stuff's barely staying in as well.
My heart.
And so, yeah, this end showing how close it can be. You think you're about to go out. You think that that's it. Game over. Your week is done. Your year is done for some of these drivers, but no, still just barely getting saved. But obviously, yeah, with some of the favorites in this race, it is a huge thing to try and stay in. If you get kicked out here early doors, that could open the door up for your competitor in your country to snipe away that ENC slot. I know in the case of Grenadi versus Marsa, obviously Marsa having a huge mountain to climb, and the more rounds Grenadi finishes, the higher and higher the peak of the summit gets for the German driver to snipe that away. But still, definitely a race to be seen. Josh,
Yeah.
as well, one of the British players, one of the 4 English players that are driving in this tournament, fighting for that ENC slot. Pack, you would think has it closed down, but it's not looking too good yet. It's someone with a major crash off the side there. I think that was Tween. No, it was Rodtrax. Rodtrax going very, very far to the left. Tween battling it out with Heavy, or Heave, sorry, as well. So an interesting battle between them. And yeah, once again, into this identity. Will we see a crash this time around?
I reckon we might. Let's take a look at the follow wall camera. You can see the cars coming along.
Ooh.
Will there be any people falling off? You can see Scardia up the back there, who's made a big mistake, as well as Noisia, who's also falling down, and he will be eliminated along with the Belgian, who is in the scenery. And those 2 players eliminated, and Archie, I don't mind this follow wall camera in the end. He actually does give you quite a good perspective
looks good.
of who's falling off. So I think I'll implement that in the end if I can if I can remember what to do. Let's not have that now. Let's have the regular follow camera, because if any mistakes are made, it's well, you know, we could try. Okay, no.
Give it a look. It's a little epileptic inducing, but it's other than that.
A little bit, you know. Just give the viewers a brief seizure. They can handle it.
Yeah.
They got
epilepsy test.
Go free cam. I do not have the skills for that, bro. Sorry, but I'm not the media tracker. Godin, who was that?
It was Glost. And Razi not looking good. Glost with the full respawn. Razi out the back as well. Sammy with a bit of a drop in the outside dirt section. Matt O's is going to be caught up to now by the Slovenian. I can't remember exactly which flag. It's Croatia even. I am smart and intelligent. Leicester going a bit wide there, all over the road as well. But it's still going to be a close battle here. Samifying in a dangerous position right now, but he still finds between Tina and Glass right now, and everyone's actually at the back. Sammy with a bit of a respawn, so it's Charles also in the hot seat. Paul as well. Anyone gonna make a mistake here? I think Feed did. Feed with a bit of a mistake as well. He's in the slow-mo. He might get caught up to by every single person here.
Oh
Feed,
no!
it's gonna be Sammy with a bit of a crash. But there goes Glass. Glass didn't finish either. He has to DNF. I don't think he needed to. Glass had the time if he needed to have respawned. He could have risked it given the position Sammy was in, but it wouldn't have been enough, because I don't think he would have sniped it away from Feed. And so Feed somehow staying in despite what looked like a really, really bad line. The slow-mo and turtle, and is still praying that 2 people made a mistake, and they did do so.
This ending, man. This ending is it's messed up. It's messed up, bro. 5 respawns there, I think it was, from these amazing pro players, and even though they did make that block wider, it's still causing so many problems for these guys. There's Link clips. Ooh. That was a clip from our Australian representative, and he is going to almost be at the back, but actually 2 players made even more mistakes, and Neon, who was second in the world we saw earlier, actually is now in the drop zone and will probably be eliminated, which is pretty huge. Very, very good player from Poland, and yet again, it is Feed and Muller, who we have seen consistently out the back here on Hungary at the moment, coming into the end. Can either of them make a charge into the finish? It's still Feed in 50th for the moment, but you never know what will happen. All get a solid landing. Link you can see in the back there as well, and we have more mistakes yet again. A whole bunch of respawns for huge names. Massa and Pack are back here, but I think it's going to be Birdie and Yacosto who end up going out, and Neon miraculously is in with another +6 round.
Yeah, Bitter is going to be out as well. Yacosto will follow in the footsteps of the Turkish driver and will exit this race 51st. So that will be it. Elite Cup over for those 2 drivers, and Pack and Massa praying and thanking the heavens above that they were able to survive that round, because Pack going out would have been huge for the other British drivers in potential to catch up. Neon going out as well. We saw him. He qualified 1st place, his 2nd in the world in this map. As Nova saying in chat, maybe not the most consistent player. We saw it on Australia with him going out earlier than expected, but the pace that that man has is undeniable. The Proper Noia once again finding himself at the back. Maui doing the same for the Portuguese driver. So it's going to be a bit of an interesting hit, but it's going to be Link and Link Max both falling out in the outside dirt section. So Link the shift driver, the French Link versus the Australian Link here. Who's it going to be? He also in the mix as well. But at the moment, it doesn't really matter, because we know how volatile the finish could be. We know how volatile the identity is. And at the moment, it does not really seem like any of these
Oh,
axes
was
are going
that
to shape
Link?
up. But Link
No!
going so far into the wall, that might just be race done, unless it's a major mistake from two of these drivers.
There are
But it's
three
going to be Hill,
mistakes.
Link, and Heavy. And Heave still at the back. Link might still have a chance. Yet Hill having to respawn again.
He's
so
in.
Link will still secure it. Somehow, some way, this identity delivers for the Australian driver once again.
He's not even 47th, he's 45th. 4 more
He's
mistakes
fine.
there. No
Links
worries
together.
at all. The Lynx 45th and 46th respectively, and they are counting their lucky stars as well, as Pack and Musa did last round, and
Yeah.
the ending really is a gift, even if you do make a mistake before it. If you're able to continue on and go in and not mess it up anymore, and I'm on the replay camera, let's get to the follow camera. If you're able to get it in cleanly, even if you clip, you can see that you can actually be completely fine, it seems, in these rounds. How long are we going to continue seeing these huge mistakes from these pro players? Well, I'm not sure, but there is a big mistake from Spammy.
Yeah, Spammy 0.5 down. Once again, in this section here, the pace that we're watching these people as everyone goes flying into the wall, it's not the end of the world right now to crash. We've seen every time there's been at least 5 people around crashing on this identity, happen to respawn, as Nitek is going to have a massive slowdown as well. But it is interesting to see for these players, if as we get further and further into the back end of this race, of this match here, where mistakes aren't going to be as common, where crashes are going to be so much more costly, you know, the pace that you're experiencing here as everyone flying into the finish, will we see any respawns so far? And this might be the cleanest round. It's only going to be Flimsy and Propanoia who are going to be out straight away. Flimsy is still in, actually, but it'll be Lingo with the DNS. So Propanoia and Lingo will be out, and it's a huge upset for the Canadian and for the Russian driver.
Yo, Fedel, how are you going, mate? I hope that you're okay. We love you, mate. You did a great job. There was a lot of pressure on. You should be very proud of your efforts. Yeah, these rounds are pretty crazy. I hope that, you know, if you stick around, I hope you enjoy the stream. But yeah, condolences, my friend. Hope you're doing alright. But we will head into man. We saw your pace was really good. You just couldn't quite get it there. As we're into the next round again. It's actually looking alright. No major mistakes through the start. That is a line and a half from Coco. I don't know what he is doing. And there's a whole bunch of mistakes in that dirt exit. That is another part that is really chaotic as well. Quite difficult. Link and indeed Fedel did mention that to me, and that's caused quite a few crashes into the wall. At the moment, it's Cackney who's made a big mistake out the back here, and Rotrex is a little slow as well. Might get overtaken here by the American in the ending, although it's Snow who also made a mistake. Will there be any more? There's a lot of safers, and Cackney falls off, and Snow, wait, is he in the finish? He is. He does finish. Wait, he didn't finish. No, he didn't finish. I thought Snow finished, and he's out because of that. Cackney goes in, and the end just keeps on providing more and more content. Yeah, the Portuguese driver is gone.
Yeah, a huge upset there for those two drivers. And yeah, Snowwolf, who has shown incredible pace, he's shown how good he is. Josh is still in. I thought he was. I just didn't want to say anything in case I was wrong. Because obviously we saw him how far behind he was at that one point. But yeah, crashes early doors. At the time of this map, it looks as if you're going to crash somewhere, crash early. Give 100%. Yourself enough chance to come back up. Obviously, if like, you'd rather not crash, but if you have to crash, you know where to do it. But yeah, Semco now finding himself up. And also the battle for Turkey, Semco is one of the players on the hot seat for the EWC slot, so he needs to do well here. He cannot be finding himself in these positions too often as this race continues, although he is so far looking very good, actually not even in that hot seat position anymore. As he catches back up, Razu a bit of a slowdown as well. Afi now getting caught up to once again by the Turkish driver, so he's looking very good here. Keeping that third gear as well. Phenomenal driving for Semco. Or Chemko, however you want to pronounce it, I do apologize. And wow, what a line from Chemko here. And Link is now on the hot seat as well. He's in last place. This might just be it for the Australian driver. Is it going to be 43rd again for Link here? I think it is. I think I saw Richie go through, and it will be
Yeah.
Link, the first clean round for everyone else in the lobby, and it will be at the cost of Link and Richie.
Had to be that round. Just had to be. And still a 5-second mistake, but regardless, unfortunate to see as Australian viewers, but a good effort from him. He didn't have incredible expectations heading into this one. Just wanted to qualify and put on a solid effort.
Yeah.
Considering that.
We'll still receive 22 points.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
That's good. Solid.
Will secure himself at the top of the Australian leaderboard, minus the demon that is Mother.
Mother doesn't
Bren,
count.
if you count him.
Yeah, those guys don't count. They're not human.
Speaking of which, Bren not playing is very interesting.
Yeah.
I guess he doesn't need to, obviously, with the EWC slots and stuff.
He'll probably play the
Birmingham.
qualifier for ENC later on as well, the online qualifiers that are happening later on.
For EWC.
I imagine. For ENC.
ENC, is there online qualities for that?
Yeah, there are.
Oh yeah, he will do. But
Yeah.
well, look, no, because it's one person per country, right?
Maybe I looked at that wrong. Maybe I'm
I think he did. Yeah, because the online qualifiers are for EWC. I know that for a fact. But
oh no,
those
is it also
Stuffs.
Stuffs? Who's out?
it's gonna be, which is great for
both the
great for
godlike.
Spanny, I do believe.
Both the godlike players are gone.
Are out. Yeah. Oh, what a skin.
And
Cruiser
I
King
know
skin is
a lot of people are not going to be happy
definitely
about that.
Yeah, a lot of the mainstream viewers and Nabla for some reason.
Yep.
Or was it Narlax? That was Narlax.
It was Narlax.
Yeah. So into the next round, Matus is who we are on board with here so far, but it's been an incredibly interesting race. We've only really seen 1 or 2 rounds that have, or 1 round even, that has had more than that has had less than 2 mistakes, and of course it was the 1 round that Link made the mistakes. So unfortunate there for the Australian driver, but what more can you do? So Pack still in to the disbenefit of the other Australian drivers. Kokow does have a very interesting line. The inside to outside line for the outside dirt, completely missing it. It must be a bit more consistent, a bit more safe for him, who is just trying to get as many points on the board as he possibly can. Matus is still in that hot seat alongside Rotrex, who is somehow still in. But there goes he with a bit of a crash as well into that 3rd gear, keeping section now through the 180 drift. And it's Heave and Matus, the 2 French drivers here, into the identity alongside Rotrex.
Yeah, into the ending we go. The final jump. Who's it going to be? Will there be more mistakes? That's Leicester falling off at Neon.
Leicester.
And Heave.
Oh.
No, it wasn't. Neon crashes and yeah, will go out. Just bonked the right of the fin. Couldn't get in. And that's painful to see. More heartbreak coming at the very final milliseconds of this map, not being able to cross that finish line. That has to hurt. And Neon is gone. The consistency not too good for him, I guess, as we maybe foreshadowed earlier. And I kind of want to take a look at Rotrex as well, who has been on the brink many a time in this qualifier, but has managed to just stick in there and get the ending relatively consistent when others have messed it up. So let's see if the French driver can keep cooking. I also want to mention that there are 5 ENC slots for Europe. There's 3 for Western Europe and 2 for Eastern Europe. To accompany the players qualified through the.
Just none for anywhere else. All right.
Yeah, top 4 at Comic Con. Oh wow. Yeah, no, Rotrex is a great player, and he's
very
doing
good.
an alright job at the moment. But oh no, the curse from me. I'm sorry, Rotrex. I am sorry. Afi also with a respawn might be out. Or Spammy maybe, who made an even bigger mistake.
Yeah, he's done.
And he is gone. The Dutchie going out pretty soon after Stuffs as well. And Spam is gone. But yeah, Rotrex. Who are we talking about with the slots? What's my brain's turning to much, but regardless, there are a whole bunch of there are quite a few slots for just Europe in general, which I imagine are quite likely going to be taken up by Frenchies. So I imagine we'll see more than one Frenchie at the ENC. You never know. Maybe the other Europeans will
sure.
cook, but that Western Europe qualifiers with those only 3 spots is going to be hotly contested. The same amount as OCE, by the way. Same amount as OCE, which is quite funny. Oh no, we have 2 spots. We have 2 spots. Yeah.
Do we have 2 spots for ENC?
Yeah, for ENC, I think we have 2.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. But anyway, moving on from the YAP, let's get into this next round.
Into the next race. So it's Nick Sodica and Alfie once again finding themselves at the back. Cagney, the Team Heretics driver, the American, not looking so great either. We see Josh and Heave at the back as well. So still a battle between those British players. I think the longer and longer pack survives, the more and more unlikely it is for any of these British players to snipe the ENC slot away from him. Although it's going to be Cagney once again into the wall. Nako looking very, very close as well. Alfie still trying to hold on, getting a bit of airtime there, getting a better line for the jump. And Nick Sodica and Cagney, the 2 Americans, will be falling neck and neck next to each other. Flimsy saying bro in chat, the other American as well. And there they go.
Yeah, the Americans both have. I just completely mind blank. By the way, that was no technical issue of mine. I just lost my entire train of thought. But yeah, now only 1 American. Nick Sodica saying carry the USA. Flim, the 1 remaining American left in the lobby, and having a pretty good start here as well, Flimsy, as we head into the next round. Yet again, it is feed down the back. Seeing Alcon there, which I have not really seen too much in the back, has kind of been that middle of the pack player so far in this line from Coco, man. I don't know what he's cooking, but it's actually Moller who makes a mistake and will now be down in 32nd along with Charles, Razzie, and Evon here. Geez, Evon going so close to that outside, but just making it work. Still will be in last place, battling with the South American and the other Europeans, and Razzie is going way too high into the ending.
Yeah, Razzie there with a bad line. I think getting a no slide in the drift for the tech player is unheard of, but he has so much speed through this section. Evon and Moller both getting caught up to him. Josh is far and away out of this, so is Charles. And I think that's just going to be it. Charles surely cannot catch up Josh DNS, and that's going to be it. And so Evon, Moller, and Razzie, the battle that they were having alongside Kokau as well, did not matter. Welcome to TM Games identities. Welcome to these hard as hell identities where anything and everything will go wrong for these players. No matter how damn good you are, shit's gonna hit the fan.
Yeah. It's tumultuous times for these drivers in this ending. Nobody's safe, and no. That is not the mistake you want to see right out of the gate from Link. It was Link who is gone. And that might be too big of a mistake as the round cutoffs are now getting more precise. We're seeing less crashes as the field thins out. And yeah, really the only major crash out of the start has to hurt, messing up that very first jump. But we head into this ending. Into the middle of the map, I should say. The ending's on my mind, Archie. I can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah, of course.
Because
it feels like it's all that matters.
That's really what is determined pretty much every round, and we have a battle up the back here between Bestie and Niko, heading there once more. And who was that making a mistake from Vietnam? I think it was... No, it was Paul. It was Paul who made a mistake. I don't know how I saw the flag there, but it's Moller who actually is... Is he in? He is in because Paul made too much of a mistake in the end. And
Airport's chill.
Yeah, we haven't really taken much of a look at the pace up the back. We've really looked at the eliminations, but the pace up the back, pace up the front. Maybe we should.
But yeah, so the French Link winning the Link off. Between him and Link Max, so we'll have to stay tuned for the next international tournament between these 2 players, between the Fastest Way Only member and the Shift member. But yeah, so as we were saying before, we haven't really taken much of a look up at the front pace here, so we don't really know what is being driven. We haven't really seen any nice times in chat, so no one really driving out of their minds just yet. We saw that with Australia it feels like a couple nights ago, but it was last week.
Yeah.
So how time flies, and yet it's only Kokau going for this line. And it doesn't look that good, but Moller and Bestie once again finding themselves at the back in these back 2. Evon as well joining in for the fray. These 3 drivers just love hanging out with each other, it seems. And so far, there's only 2 crashes in that last race, so we'll see if they get lucky again. Everyone getting the drift so far cleanly as well, and it's Mole now trying to catch back up to Bestie. Evon is so far behind. He's praying for a mistake from at least 2 drivers here, but it doesn't look like he's going to get it so far. Mole and Bestie fighting out once again, back neck and neck. It might be Naiko who sniped at the end, but it'll be Feed with the mistake. Naiko just barely getting saved by the French driver, and Feed making a small mistake that will cost him this Elite Cup.
Yeah, out here. Feed is
Okay,
gone.
my water.
No worries. We'll head into this next round. Archie and I have tried to switch it up a little. Instead of casting full rounds, tried to cast about halfway through, then transition smoothly over. So hopefully it's going alright. Give it a chance to flip the script around. Archie starting from the start next time when he gets back, but we're heading into the next round. Let's see who is going to be cooking here. It is Jadon who has made a mistake actually at the back. We yet again see that line from Coco. Seems to be paying off alright for him. It's Massa with a big mistake. This could be a really huge story to tell for the German here if he's not able to get into the fin. Not a huge mistake though. Not a respawn or anything like that. Only 0.3 down from 25th from that safe spot. Let's see if he can get in. Just manages to get around that corner. So close to clipping. Into the end we go. Take a look at the follow-all camera. It's New Prime who makes a mistake at the back. It's still Massa who's just in fighting with Heave. And it will be Massa, I think. Is that Nitek sniping at the end? It's not. Just barely. It is Heave who stays in. And the Russian who we have showcased on the stream many a time is now out.
Yeah, Nitek there, a bit of a mistake, just a little bit of a slowdown at the end, and that's all it takes now. One mistake made from New Prime, and that is all that it's going to be. So also a pretty decent time at the front. Gwen driving, I believe that was a 0.6, a 0.5. So the pace at the front and the top end is very, very strong. But I will say as well, Massa is very much relying on Grenadi getting out early doors. However, Grenadi has been driving insane time after insane time. He has been in this top 3 damn near the entire race. So Massa is not looking good so far for sniping that German ENC slot away from his big teammate. Well, the pack is looking good up at the front right now. Kokau trying to find himself back up into the front, but getting overtaken by everyone else with this end line, this dirt line that's just not that ideal for him. But Elcon is looking strong as well right now, although in a little bit of the hot seat position. Bestie and Aurel finding themselves with Tween in these bottom 3, but yeah, an incredibly close round so far into the final section of the map.
Yeah, here we go. These last jumps have been so crazy before, and there's another mistake. It is going to be Bestie. Coco fighting with Tween, but that's a terrible entry from Coco. But someone falls off. Who was that? It was Matus who makes a mistake, and he will be gone into the fin. Plus 3 seconds, and that was a great round to be in there. 0.7, the first round where I think nobody has really made a massive mistake.
A tie in first.
Oh, it was actually, was it?
Yeah,
drawn
it was
between
first. Incredible.
Whoever first and second was. Wizzy and Grenadi.
Wizzy and Grenadi. The Wizzy looking strong.
Yeah, very strong. So Maito, I mean, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We just saying stuff now, huh? But into the next round we go. Let's take a look. Probably at the back of the pack yet again. Chemko's still in, who is of course trying to get those good points for Turkey. Yeah, that Turkish slot.
Especially with Buddy out as well.
And yeah, it's really huge.
Oh, Nako.
Was it Nako who made a mistake? It was down here with Flimsy heading in to this ending.
Yeah, Flimsy not looking good right now. We saw the 2 Americans going out beforehand, asking Flimsy to carry the flame for them. So we'll have to wait and see if he's going to be able to do that. But Nako is still looking in a bit of the hot seat right now. At this point in time, it feels weird to say this will be an early outing for a player like Nako, considering it's the top 20. But Soldier looking like it's the first clean round that we've seen. But it's Massa. As I say that, I didn't see him crash, but that'll be it. That'll be the Germans' night home. Grenadi has qualified to the ENC, guaranteed.
Yep, he is in Massa's ENC dreams, at least in terms of qualifying to that Esports Nations Cup for the Elite Cup qualifier points. Is gone. And Grenadi definitely happy with that result. He doesn't really need to do anything else in this qualifier. He just can play Kingmaker really for these other players who are still vying for spots. Epos still in, along with Jadon. The UK boys actually cooking a lot. Wizzy's also there. This might be the real story of this Elite Cup, Archie.
And they're so close between each other as well. I mean, Pac does have a quite sizable advantage, about 300 points. But if they all come top 8, you know, that's the difference between 3 spots at this point. So it is a very, very interesting battle between these players, and we'll have to really wait and see which English player is going to come out on top. But at the moment, it still remains Pac, who is actually in the front position of this race, already 0.1 ahead of Gwen and Epos. But Elcon and Nako battling out in the back here. Elcon, I'm expecting a big result from as well. We saw him come second in last week's race, but I believe that was Pac is down. He had a crash as well, and this is now warning signs for the British driver as the all other 3 British drivers make it through, and Pac is now very much waiting with bated breath for how the other British drivers are going to go, as this ENC slot that he's held for the last 5 months almost is now very, very much in danger on the final day of the Elite Cup system.
Yeah, if Epos and Wizzy, that's basically no points for Pac. He's not going to get much there in 21st position. And I mean, yeah, it's not going to be a whole lot. It's a huge chance for Wizzy and for Epos. Yeah, only 66. So a big chance here for these British drivers. This really is going to be the story now to see, will they be able to snipe Pac? They still
Top
do
5.
need really important, really high times. Top 5. 400 points or maybe a bit more for Epos if he wants to overtake his fellow countrymen. We're into the next round. Here it will be Jadom and Alcon along with Soldier and Razi at the back. Will there be any story changes as we head into this final section?
Yeah, here we go again. Is it going to be Jadon able to hold on? So as Nova was saying as well, Epos needing 4th place, the rest of them needing top 3, and Jadon right now not looking so ideal, not looking so great. The bit of airtime there is not going to be good for the British driver either, and he's going to fall off, and that'll be it. Jadon DNFs. He will not be the British driver to move on. It now relies on the hands of Epos and Josh to see if either of them are going to snipe it away. So Pac would hate to see your British companion go down, but you're also kind of happy about it in the position that he's in. But it's still Gwen and Grenadi heave Epos up the front. Epos is the danger mark. He has been in these top 5s, in these top 4s, almost every round. So Epos is definitely the one to watch, I think, to snipe that away from Pac, who needs 4th place, but still quite far away from that as we are into the top 16.
Yes, we are, and it is Niko who has fallen out the back. Once again here, has had some scary rounds. This is another one of those. This line from Coco is making me nervous, and it is Grenadi who falls out the back, but as we did mention before, it doesn't really matter for him. Massa, his biggest competitor, is eliminated, and he just needs to cruise in, doesn't need to do anything crazy, just needs to keep some consistency, can drive this cup with basically no fear at all. Still in the drop zone for now, heading into the ending. Will there be any changes? Once again, it's Razi who makes a mistake. There was another drop there, was by Muller, the Swedish driver, into this finish. Now it will be Muller who is eliminated from Sweden. And a good result from him as we're into the single elims now, Archie.
Yeah, and also worth saying as well for Muller, given the fact that he was out 16th, not the end of the world, but whoever left at the start of that would have, if they didn't, potentially speaking, Muller would not have gone out that round, would have made it into the single elim, and then potentially could have kept going. Obviously, talking about a lot of what ifs, a lot of you know, the big if statement there. So can't really think about it too much. Just unfortunate mainly for the person that didn't get to compete, because I feel like they would be kicking themselves immensely for that. But yeah, into the next half of this map, Aurel is where we are looking right now with the hot seat. Epos in a bit of a worrisome position right now, but so is Elcon actually. Cocao. Still, this line just doesn't look that good for him. There's going to be a lot of people falling out the back. Actually, Mime is now into the hot seat, going into the final section of the map with Parko in the hot seat as well.
I'm still out the back for now. Can he change that at all? Will there be mistakes to grant him another life? Was cooking last week, of course, and that is a mistake from Wizzy in this first single elim round. It might be the British driver who gives Mime a chance, and nobody else makes a mistake into the end. Wizzy will be eliminated, and that is a huge elim. If your pack, one of your big ENC competitors, is gone now, and I think it's only Epos who remains out of those British drivers. There were about 4 left in the top 24, and now with 15 players left, or 14, I think there is, 14 players left. There is almost nobody.
Yeah, we will see them break out as well. It does not look like it. It is just Epos. So I don't even remember when Josh went out. I feel bad. But yeah, so I mean, obviously showing the storylines here of this map. I mean, people can get gone in an instant, as we've seen with his identity. So Aurel actually driving with the best in rounds time of a 59.814. So Aurel has not really opened up the gas vault in terms of the pace here so far, but it's going to be Chemko actually falling out the back as well. He needed as many points as possible, so hopefully this is not game over for him here. He has, I felt like he's been in this position so many times in this race. But a huge crash.
It's Epos!
It's Epos going down. Pack is celebrating as well. This could just be it for the British driver, unless someone makes a major mistake here. Will it just be Epos? Although it's Chemko and Heave both fighting out still, potentially pushing each other. If they don't have the interface on, that might not be ideal. If
people are safe here,
everyone going safe. They know that they do not need to worry about it. Epos with a huge crash, and that will be it. The British driver is gone. Wizzy goes out, and then Epos follows. Pack is now also qualified to the ENC, and he will join Grenadi in the Solstice, in the celebration of the qualifications, the Esport Nations Cup.
Yeah, Pack is in. He's, as you said, going to be celebrating. I'm not sure if he's streaming or not, but regardless, must have been a huge celly from him. And that's great for him. The storyline's really kind of narrowing down here. I'm a bit disappointed. I thought Epos would be able to stay in for a little longer. He was showing good pace.
Yeah, one mistake.
Seemed like he was going to really be making Pack squirm in his seat a little bit, but no, he's gone, and now there aren't too many stories left. It's really just Chemko, who's been pretty good so far, but makes a mistake here, and it might be the Turkish driver into the end. No, he is completely gone. Going to be a 4-second mistake at least, probably, if not more, if he keeps respawning. 6 seconds even, and despite this mistake from Nyko, still needs to mess up monumentally. The players are going to see the mistake. They'll know. Most of them will probably go for the safe. Bunch going risky for whatever reason.
God knows why.
They all make it regardless, so it pays off. Nothing goes awry. And
Gwen has been driving quietly 59.5s every damn round.
His pace has been insane.
If Gwen is not the winner of this race, I would be gobsmacked with how he's been driving.
You will eat a shoe. Yeah, I agree.
I'm not agreeing to that, but you know what? We'll see how it looks. But yeah, Parko's still in this as well. So the Hungarian driver, who I suppose is also someone to watch, he's doing better on his own map than the Australians did last week. So there is hope as well. You'd love, I think, in terms of the storyline, you'd love to see Parko win on his own map for his country. That would be fire. He's also wrapping the L skin, which is definitely not what he's actually wearing. That is just a bug on our end of the stick. But still,
no, it definitely is. Definitely is, 100%. I have no doubt.
But yeah, still up into the top 4. Elcon now, who's been dancing around this back end position. The numbers have been red for Elcon the majority of time in this race, but he has still somehow kept himself in. We saw a little bit in Australia as well. Yeah, the slowdown looked terrifying. There's everyone into the final section here. Coco, a bit of a slowdown. This might just be it for the French driver, because there's such an incredible race so far. The airtime as well, that will just do it. Coco will be the next one to go. The French driver is out in 12th.
Yep, Coco's done. And his Elite Cup ended in 12th position, just not quite getting to that big point range. But regardless, I'm trying to think. Are there any stories left really, except for, well, no. I mean, Shemko's gone. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
No one has the chance of getting to ENC in terms of the Frenchies.
Can Mime snipe it away from Neon?
From Neon. What points is Mime on? Is the question maybe?
Mime is. Oh, never mind. Is Mime ahead of Neon? Surely not. That can't be right.
He might be.
Where's Neon?
He could be.
That can't be. I swear Neon has been dominant in everything that we've seen him in.
Maybe you're mixing them up, mixing the Polish flags up, but we are into the next round. Regardless, Grenadi, who has nothing left to lose, is pushing the pace up front at the moment. It's Elcon fighting with Aurel. Geez, Elcon going for a very low jump there. Perfect line into the ending. Great drift around as well. It's still Aurel in this ending. Just doesn't get past Placido. Parko will be eliminated in 11th. And yeah, I think it's Mime who has
Yeah, no,
had better results.
I'm looking at it. I've found Neon. He is 43rd. I'm talking out of my ass. His best result has been 12th, which was on Germany. So I am absolutely chatting shit.
Yep.
Yeah, he's just not very consistent, but he's an incredibly high-paced player. It's always good, Trunk. How you doing? But yeah, top 5 for most of the qualities. He was first in this quality as well, so still definitely someone as a time attack player, I guess, to watch out for. But Naiko once again is looking quite good here. Elcon's still into the top 10 now. This is where the real points start to matter. Although the points at the moment I don't believe is too affecting of anyone. I'll have a look at the leaderboards once again to see if anyone in this race is still in the hot seat. Wizzy, yep, unfortunately, will not. Mime, actually, that is the storyline. Mime is on the hot seat right now for those points. So Kokau going out in 15th now is finally on the hot seat. So Mime might be able to take it away from Kokau here. If he is to play well, it's going to be Heaves that's going out at the moment. So that is the main storyline right now, is if Mime can snipe it away from Kokau, who is 956. Mime has 852, so he needs 100 points, which I believe he is going to get for top 8. So obviously Kokau going out in 15th or so. Wasn't
That's
ideal
true,
for
yeah.
him. So if Mime, we'll say if Mime gets 6th place, Mime is able to get 6th. How are you supposed to say it?
If he gets 6th, then he'll be through to the ENC. Is that what you mean?
EWC.
Oh, EWC, right. True. Not ENC,
yeah,
obviously. Yeah, I think it's Coco. I think it is Coco. Yeah.
Oh, that's so much easier to pronounce.
Yeah. I kind of thought you'd catch on if I kept saying.
I haven't heard you say Coco.
Okay, my bad. Maybe I shouldn't have said it.
You won't say it
anyway.
Yeah. That's on you. It's not my fault. It's yours.
Yeah, no, it's my bad. But we're into the next round. We will have Soldier up the back here at the moment. Yet again, Alcon is fighting down in this drop zone area too. Grenadi pushing that pace once more with Gwen and Tween, but Soldier makes a mistake, and I don't hear any other cars respawning or see them, in fact. And it will be Soldier who is gone, but doesn't really matter. Soldier's already qualified for EWC and for ENC. He's safe regardless.
Yeah, he's fine.
And well done, Cobra, with a 4th in Div 2. Very solid result from you.
How many trophies do you get for that?
You get a lot from that.
Let me know if I need to hashtag lock in.
Like 600k maybe around, or like 800k even. I don't know, it's a lot.
That is good trophies right there. That's like nearly, that's actually half my trophy count, so that's pretty fucking good. But yeah, so it is. At the moment, we are looking at Mime, so he needs to win 2 more rounds to secure himself into that EW spot ahead of Coco, who I'm being told is how that name's pronounced. So once again, apologies if he ever somehow hears this. But it's Parker at the front right now, actually. Parker looking good on the Hungarian driver on Hungary is looking great right now. And I forgot Arfi still in as well. Arfi, who was someone that we saw having a bit of trouble in the earlier stages of this map, who has managed to hold himself down quite nicely, has managed to hold the consistency in the second half, where it has really mattered, although it's actually looking like it's Mime on the hot seat right now. Oh, there goes Naiko, I believe that was. Naiko falling out the back as well, praying for a mistake from any of these drivers, but I don't think he's going to find one. Afi going a little bit more of the air time, but it won't be anywhere nearly enough. And there it goes. Naiko is out in 8th position. People saying GG's to Tween. I think Tween has also just qualified to EWC.
Ah.
So I have to look for his name on the leaderboard.
Why are they saying GG?
He was 44th right now. He had 234 points. So I'm not too
I don't know what they're yapping
sure.
about. I think they're... I don't know, they're trolling or something.
If he goes down right now, he's 200 points. I don't think that's enough.
I'm so confused. I have no idea what they mean, but regardless, I really don't know. We'll head to the next round anyway. GG Tweem. Maybe someone in the chat. He overtakes the last ENC country spot? I don't think so. Because he only has 200 points, and the ENC spots are a lot higher than that.
Yeah, ENC spot right now is belonging to Mime with 10.
Oh, actually, wait. No, it's Chemko who has 268.
Yeah, no, he does.
So he is. He is qualified. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he's qualified in. Very well done to Tween, who is actually maybe about to go out.
Yeah. He knows what he needs to do. He got it. He got the job done.
Yep. Did what he needed to do. Is in getting those 100 points. And yeah, huge for him. Sad for Chemko as well, though.
Yeah, that also now locks in. I believe that locks in Mime for EWC as well.
Yeah, it would.
Unless it's one of these players like Afi or Parko that are also challenging for that slot. I'll have to wait and see. No, Parko is. Parko is also challenging for that slot. He has
352.
352. So he is within striking distance of Mime. It is a long shot right now. Mime would need to go out around now for Parko to have a chance.
Well, I think Mime is actually... Aren't they both qualified to ENC, or am I tripping?
Oh, yes. No, I don't believe so. Let me check.
Or are we talking about EWC?
Yeah, Coco has 956 for EWC.
Yeah.
And so Mime should overtake Coco.
Yeah, true. Parko could qualify to...
Yeah, Afi is also would be the next one on the chopping block.
Yeah. Afi and... Yeah, that's a good point. Because it's confusing because some players have qualified through DreamHack.
Ooh,
Afi is gone by just a few thousandths. And
yeah, so we are getting into
we're too locked in looking at the rankings instead of the rounds.
Yeah, yeah.
Just looking at the Chrome page on my phone, trying to deduct these points, man. I wish they just eliminate the players who are already qualified through DreamHack, but yeah, you can see that Coco is still that cutoff on that 8th spot if you exclude the DreamHack players. So it
is now possible for Mime and Parker if they get 2nd and 1st. I do believe at least guarantees them. They both qualify ahead of Afi and ahead of Coco.
Yeah.
So it would be a huge upset there on the final day, showing how damn close these races have been across all 10 of these races. But it's Gwen on a phenomenal run right now. And it's going to be Parker with a bit of a crash. That might just be a race over the EWC dream. So close, so far for the Hungarian driver. Is this going to be the final section here, going around into the drift? Will he keep the 3rd gear? I can imagine he will do so. He does. Going so close to the wall. Elcom a bit less speed as well. Mime trying to hold on to that 3rd position for dear life. And there he goes. Parko, unfortunately, top 5 on your map is a phenomenal chance, a phenomenal performance, but just not enough to get what he needed to do done. Holy shit, says Mime. He knows he's done it.
Yeah,
secured himself into the EWC. The Polish driver for Navi would be feeling phenomenal right now. DNF now, says New Prime.
Yeah, he's done it.
I don't think he needs to. I think he's got a really good shot at winning, and I think he should fucking go for it.
Might as well, right? I mean, nothing left to lose. Sad for Coco, of course, who was knocked down out of that slot. Eliminated just earlier. Had a big chance himself, and of course, Elcon, Gwen, and Grenadi are all Yeah, they're
Yeah,
all cooking pretty hard as well. They're all solidly in by reasonable margins.
yeah.
And yeah, Gwen is not next on the chopping block, although he's actually not far off to Uffy and indeed to Coco. But
Mm.
regardless, nothing much left to lose for any of these players now. But they will battle it out. Some really big names, of course, could get a spectacle of a grand final between anyone here as we head
Oh yeah.
into this ending.
Yeah, it's the ending now. It's Gwen up in first, Grenadi in second, although we'll be trying to overtake here with a bit more speed than Gwen, but Gwen still holding off the German driver quite well. Elcon going for a bit lower of a line, and there goes Mime, who has done what he needed to do. Mime has secured the EWC, and he'll be out just straight after. I thought that was a mistake there from Gwen. A 59.4 round winning time.
Jeez.
That is blistering. Mime has done what he needs to do. He can celebrate as properly as he damn wants now. No longer a race. Fourth place on the final EWC map is nothing to scoff at as we head into the top three. And as Elcon finding himself once again, Grenadi, we saw the battle between Elcon and Grenadi in Australia. Is it going to be Gwen that is spoiling this finals rematch, or will it be the date with the devil once again for Elcon? Although Gwen has been driving so well, Elcon with a bit more of an airtime jump there, heading into the second half of this map.
Yep, here we go. Battle for that 1v1 spot between all these players. Alcon with that worst start, as you mentioned. Getting some airtime earlier on has dropped him back a couple tenths to these two huge names. The players that have easily been the fastest in this Elite Cup so far. Let's see who's it going to be. Gwen actually makes a mistake. Alcon overtakes it. Might be another rematch between Alcon and Grenadi. Gwen is far back at the moment. 5 tenths for him. Who is it going to be? Will there be mistakes? Alcon gets onto the platform. Clearly, Gwen pushing so hard to get on there, but he has a lot of speed. Is it going to be enough? It's not. Alcon manages to just get there, and he will face off against Grenadi. Yet again, a rematch. You can see Grenadi in the chat saying good luck rematch. The El Clasico, the separate, the second El Clasico, I guess you could say. I would argue that Grenadi and Scrappy is maybe the main one, but the second one is definitely Grenadi and Elcon, who have faced off innumerable times in Cup of the Days and various other competitions. And we have it yet again, Archie. This is so exciting. Who is it going to be? Will Grenadi get that another win, or will Alcon be able to take revenge as we're out of the start and it's about even?
Yeah, Grenadi taking out the lead for the moment. Elcon now into second position right now. The name is going red for the driver of Nemesis. So a bit more pace time. Grenadi has looked the best probably in the world. Him or Gwen. And there goes my internet. You've got to be fucking kidding me. I'm back. A little destabilized now. I do apologize. But Grenadi still up into first place. 0.2 down is Elcon. The Nemesis driver has to put the pressure on, the pace on so much here. He's coming back quite nicely, although the split looking a little bit more dire. Is this going to be Grenadi once again spoiling Elcon's victory? He did it last week in Australia. Grenadi is one jump to go. Elcon gets the airtime. Grenadi is the Hungarian champion. EWC, 2 wins in a row for the German as he secures so damn much for not only himself, for Germany and for Big, but a huge performance all around for the German driver.
Yeah, amazing performance there for Grenadi, winning back-to-back Elite Cups. We haven't seen anything like that since the very start of this EWC season when Mudder won 2 in a row. And yeah, it's kind of kind of sad to see that Mudder doesn't get to keep that coveted 2 wins in a row, of course, on China and France. But regardless, very well deserved for Grenadi, winning back-to-back, and Alcon back-to-back second places, which is still a really impressive result regardless. I don't know why I was scared to show the join link, because the match is over. But regardless, Grenadi is indeed cracked. Thank you all very much for coming along to this Elite Cup, and that will be us done for tonight. It was pretty exciting. A lot of stories unraveled. A lot of things occurred, and in the end, we had some huge clutch ups from some players to get in. Mainly Mime, who I'm sure is absolutely delighted right now.
Yeah, he must be so happy. The points are not updated yet on the Trackmania website, so I can't read out who's made it, unfortunately. But yeah,
Yeah.
phenomenal performance from um from Granada there to take the win. Elcom getting second twice in a row is so unfortunate for the Nemesis driver, but not the end of the world. The Czechian will be guaranteed to qualify. I mean, he qualified at DreamHack. Anyway, ENC slot, sorry, is in fifth place. He actually might overtake Carl Jr. He will do so for the fourth position slot. So not that changes too much. He actually might overtake Mutter
Oh,
as
it is.
well.
I think they're updated now, by the
Um,
way.
it did.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
yeah,
can
my
see.
thing is trolling. So the did it update?
Wait, let me pull them up. What am I doing?
Yeah, just
Here we
pull
are.
it up on the
Let's
screen because
reload it.
mine has not.
So we do have, as we confirmed earlier, very very close
Yeah,
here. All of these green ticks here between Mime, Pack, and Afi. Mime getting in, actually qualifying seventh in the end, overtaking Afi as well. But of course, Coco with that 1,000, those 84 points, just not enough to carry him over. And such a huge jump from Mime, 200 points down. Coco got a good result as well, but
yeah,
Mime,
Coca
I
just
mean,
played
that was
phenomenal.
really, really clutch from Mime
Yeah,
actually to secure that. And yeah, we have the EWC locked in now. It's Uffy, Mime, Soldier, Otak, Gwen, Nico, Massa, and Binks, who all did not qualify from DreamHack, but are now in regardless. And we just have the open qualifiers left to decide the rest of the slots.
yeah. So that'll be very interesting. The open qualifiers. Hopefully, we get to stream that because that will be really interesting, especially for the OCE slots. I think surely they let us. I mean, come on, we kind of are the OCE guys. Um,
Online qualifiers.
but
Sorry, I misspoke.
yeah,
My bad.
for the onlines. So we'll have to wait and see how that looks, but it'll be a very, very interesting battle. So the players that got knocked out, if you're talking about Coco, if you're talking about Stuffs, you know, definitely have a high chance of still making it in. And it'll be very interesting to see what is going to happen here. So Chemko is still in, which is, as Marzi's saying as well, that's a good thing. We love Chemko. But yeah, thank you all so much for coming out to the stream. Hopefully, you guys enjoy a bit of a late night. It's 2:18 a.m. for both of us.
Yes. No, it is. It is getting
But
pretty
yeah,
late, and Chemko is still in that ENC spot. You're right.
yeah,
Just a whole bunch of French
yeah,
flags
of
down
course.
here, which don't count, of course. And I think it actually was Razi who ended up battling
Yeah,
quite hard with him, ending in that 17th slot. But Chemko managed to stay just 12 points ahead of Razi, unless I'm making a mistake and there's another Croatian player. No, there is not. Razi was 12 points away, actually, from qualifying to the ENC, so that has to be pretty painful. Just a couple more slots, and he actually would have been in ahead of
yeah.
Chemko, but in the end,
So
uh,
unfortunate.
the Turkish driver just manages to keep his spot, and now it's all done. I can't believe it doesn't feel that long ago that all this stuff started for my
Yeah.
son.
Oh yeah, because Razi is
Of course,
Hollis's
of
son.
course. Yep,
Yes,
yep,
yes.
yep. My bad.
Arthur Hollis
Yeah.
absolutely fathered him in the TM games. Um, but yeah, so thank you all so much for coming out to the stream. Always a pleasure casting to you guys and to the viewers as well. And you know, we always do get some phenomenal matches every time we do cast. So glad it finally worked, even if it was for the last one.
Yep,
And
100%.
yeah,
And I'm going to go watch the UCL final. Not sure what you all are
true.
doing, but Arsenal's already scored. They're up 1-0. And no one wants that to happen. We all want PSG to win. Definitely true. For any of the soccer fans out there, but regardless, that will be it from us. We might see you next weekend. We might not, depending on what's on. But for now, I've been Maito, joined by Archie, and
Yep.
we'll see you when we see you.
Yep. Thank you so much. Bye bye.